Hey everyone, I want to talk about a real issue that stops people not just in starting an online business, but honestly in doing a lot of things in life. And it's so sad to see. Um, and that is the fear of failure. So many people have so much potential and so many big dreams and really, like, if you can dream it, you're already halfway there. You already know what you want, right? So like, what a blessing. But the people that hold themselves back because of their fear, that is like the saddest thing to me. And I talk to people every single day who, and I ask them, like, what's going on in your life right now? Where do you want to be? Like, what's missing in your life? And what is it that you want to really do with your life? Like, what are your dreams? Like, what is your dream? And they tell me, and they pour their heart out, and they tell me everything. And then, maybe they go through the process, and there's something that will happen where their intuition has led them here. Their intuition's like, hey, this might be something that really works for you. It has a proven system and people having results and literally people becoming millionaires from this business. But their fear of failure and their fear of it not working out stops them so quickly. And it's so sad to see because so many people will stay stuck because of that fear. Like, I remember growing up and, we hear, oh, what's the worst that could happen? And so many of us, like, that's in our brain, right? When we do anything, we make a choice. Like, your nervous system is meant to keep you safe. So anytime we do anything, like we make a million choices in a day, right? Your fear is always going to be there to keep you safe. And so it's so sad to see because some people will just, as soon as their fear kicks in, they're like, oh no, it's too risky. What if I look stupid? What if it doesn't work out? What if I waste money? What if my Uncle Bob, makes fun of me, or my friends from high school think like, oh my God, she's posting on social media now. Like, how cringe is that? So like this fear of all sorts of fear will stop people from doing what they really want to do. And it's so sad to see because I've watched people close to me have, like, they know what they want. They know what their dreams are. They know they want to travel, or they want a different partner. They want to be happy in love. They just want to be happy. Like, most of us just want to be happy, don't we? But they know that in order to get from point A to point B, they're going to have to go through a section of, uncomfortableness, some discomfort to get to what they want. And they're not willing to do that. Like, they would rather choose a familiar discomfort than something that they don't know. Like, they don't know. They're walking into the abyss. They don't know what it's going to be like. They know it's not, it might not be great. Like, for example, if you're going to like leave a partner you've been with for a long time, it's going to suck. Like, there's no such thing as a good breakup. But often it's like, would you rather stay and be miserable and have both of you be miserable? Or would you rather do the hard things, go through the shitty breakup, cry, whatever, find yourself, let them find themselves, and both go off and be happier with other people? Like, so many people let their fear of the unknown stop them from getting to where they want to be. And when it, relates to this online business, is people are just, they're scared of the unknown. They don't know. And I could have done that when I found this. I had tried 30 jobs by the time I was 30. I tried so many things. And yeah, that fear popped into my head. Like, what if this is another thing that I do, that I quit, and then people just, see me posting on social media and putting myself out there, and then I quit. And then it's like, oh, there's that girl that like tries a million things and she quit again and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, who cares, right? Like, I know it's easier said than done, but like I've said in other videos, you get one life. I would rather fail a million times and work towards something that I know I want to do because like rather do that than never try, because you can fail and start again and fail and start again and keep doing that and doing that. And every time you learn something and you grow and you do better the next time. But the people that just, they get frozen in that fear of failure, so they never do anything. Like, what a waste of a life. It's so sad to me. I watch people just rotting away, watching others live their lives, wishing that they had the courage to do it. And it's not going to be easy. Like, it's going to be hard. But all the best things in life are hard. Like, there's all these cliche quotes, and it's like, they're cliche, or, you know, they're quotes that people listen to and are famous for a reason, because you have to do the hard work in order to get to what you want. It's not saying that like getting what you want is always going to be hard, but it's never going to be easy all the way, right? So yeah, if you're somebody who's just stuck in that fear, like, you have to ask yourself, you know, am I willing to be uncomfortable in order to get the things that I want? Like, how bad do you want that dream life that you've been wishing for? Like, do you want to live abroad? Do you want to wake up and be surrounded by like flowers and that like lovely like heat and humidity of like the tropics? Do you want to eat like fresh food and get out of like Canadian winters and you know, work with like-minded people and actually help people and have this like super fulfilling life of travel and good friendships that aren't just surface level? And like, do you want all of that? Because if you do, you're gonna have to do the hard work to get to there. So if you're curious about this online business or you want to learn more, my DMs are always open. Click the link below this video, check out my Instagram, send me a DM with the word freedom, and I'll be happy to show you more.